The water was already cold, not freezing, not painful, just cold enough to feel disrespectful. I stood there, grime still on my skin, knuckles white against the tile wall, listening to their shower roar into life like it always did. That's when it hit me. They weren't unlucky. They weren't clueless. They were doing this on purpose. And if they wanted to play games with shared hot water, I was about to become very, very patient. If you ever felt disrespected, overlooked, or quietly pushed aside by people who thought you wouldn't push back, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and settle in, because this revenge didn't involve yelling threats or confrontation. It was silent, legal, and unbelievably satisfying. I'm Marcus, 32 years old, working construction just outside Riverside Heights, a worn-down industrial town where old buildings get chopped into modern living spaces, and landlords call it renovation. The place I lived in? A 90-year-old brick house, split into 3 units like a badly sliced pizza. 3 apartments, 1 water line. Landlord pays the bill. That last part matters. I lived on the ground floor. Above me, a couple in their late 20s, Evan and Lila. Remote jobs, flexible schedules, always home. I worked 10-hour shifts. Concrete, dust, sweat, oil, metal shavings. When I got home between 4 and 6 p.m., I didn't want to shower. I needed one. At first, it was random. I'd be rinsing off when suddenly, pressure drops. The water loses its warmth, like someone gently twisting the comfort away. Then I'd hear it. Their pipes. Their shower. I told myself, bad timing. Old plumbing. But then it happened again. And again. And again. Always after my shower started. Never before. And when I turned my water off early, theirs kept running. Long. Steady. Uninterrupted. One night, after a brutal day pouring footings, I stood under lukewarm water and felt something snap. Not anger. Something colder. They know. They just don't care. That realization hits different. It's not an accident anymore. It's disrespect disguised as coincidence. I tried adjusting my schedule. Tried showering faster. Nothing changed. They never waited. Never communicated. Never adjusted. They just took. One Friday, I came home soaked in rain and concrete slurry. The moment my shampoo hit my hair, boom, pressure drop, heat gone. I shut my eyes. Listened. Their shower had just started. I finished in record time, shut the water, stepped out, and stood there, towel around my waist, listening. Their water kept running. 5 minutes. 10. That's when the idea crept in. Quiet. Simple. Perfectly fair. I stared at the shower knob, and I smiled, because suddenly I understood something powerful. Light bulb, they needed the hot water more than I did. Light bulb, and I controlled when it ran out. The landlord paid the bill. No rules were being broken. No confrontation required. Just patience. The next Monday, it happened again. Pressure dropped. Water cooled. I calmly finished. Stepped out. And instead of turning the handle off, I turned it slightly hotter. Then I walked into my kitchen. Made dinner. Checked my phone. Watched TV. The shower ran. 20 minutes. 30. Steam filled the bathroom like a fog machine. From upstairs? Nothing. No yelling. No water sounds. Just silence. Every day after that, if they waited, I turned my water off. If they jumped in early, I let mine run. Sometimes 45 minutes. Sometimes an hour. I imagined them upstairs, twisting knobs, waiting, growing frustrated. The roles reversed. About 2 weeks in, I heard it. A knock. Soft. Uncertain. I opened the door. Evan stood there, awkward smile plastered on. Hey, man. Weird question. Have you been using a lot of hot water lately? I leaned against the frame. Yeah, I said casually. Construction job. Gotta clean up. He hesitated, then nodded. Oh, yeah, makes sense. They never showered over me again. Not once. I didn't yell, didn't argue, didn't accuse. I just stopped being the only one inconvenienced. Sometimes revenge isn't explosive. It's balanced. And when fairness returns, so does peace. If this story made you smile, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. Backhand index pointing right was this petty or perfectly justified? And if you love quiet revenge stories like this, you already know what to do.